Hello everyone, welcome to week number 6 in Science 214. I hope that you're having a wonderful springtime where you are. I am, except there is so much pollen out there. Oh my goodness, even people who aren't allergic to pollen aren't right now. But still, it is beautiful weather here in South Carolina. So I hope that you're having a good time too. Let's see what we've got going on this week. So last week, let's mention this first. By the way, these are black skimmers. Last week, we learned all about contributions of science to particular issues that are out there in the world and the importance of scientific research and the production of data, because the data helps us understand anything that is going on out there in the world. And in fact, the purpose of science is to describe how things happen. That's really what science is all about. And you do that through data. And you look at data and you look at trends. Remember, you talked about trends this past week, trends in data. So those are the contributions of science in all different areas, which of course are tremendously important. And we also looked at the importance of diverse perspectives. And this means, you bring a certain set of circumstances and experiences to the table, and somebody else brings something else, and somebody else brings something else. And it's very important to get everybody's ideas and perspectives in order to understand what really is going on out there and all the different questions that we may need to answer. This week will be a little bit different because we're delving a little bit further into citizen science. So you've got discussion board postings this week, as you do other weeks. Your initial post, choose a topic that impacts your community. Something that is happening right around you. I know I have a lot in my area. So just pick something, and pick something that interests you. That's important too. You don't want to write about solar farms if that's not your thing, right? So choose something that interests you. What are the benefits of the involvement of citizens and citizen science in this particular issue? That's important. So yes, citizen scientists can get involved, but is this going to help the issue at all? Let's hope so. And what could be the drawbacks of this particular involvement? Maybe it will have a negative impact in some way. It will cost you more money if we put all these environmental regulations into place or something like that. We still should want a good, healthy environment though, right? Okay, your 2 response posts. So you're going to read what someone else has written about their particular topic, how citizen science can benefit or produce drawbacks in their particular situation. So you're going to read that. And then, is their issue of interest to you in your community? Does this one, whatever they have chosen, apply to you? If you live in Kansas, if I'm talking about the ocean, that probably is not going to impact somebody in Kansas. They may be interested, but, they don't have any beaches. Is their example of citizen engagement relevant to your particular topic? Is the way that the citizen scientists are going about their particular research and involvement, is this applicable to your situation? Why or why not? And discuss the benefits and the drawbacks that they have discussed. Can you think of others? Because you may be able to. I'm sure they didn't discuss everything. So take a look at that and see if you can think of other benefits and drawbacks to the involvement of citizen scientists. All right, then let me move my face over so you can see this. Then you don't have part of your project due this week, and that's so that I can get your week 5 parts 2 and 3 graded for your topic paper. So that you can get all the revisions in for week 7. So in week 6, you have a short paper that's due. So this doesn't have to do with your topic. Choose a topic that impacts your community. Explain how it impacts your community. Why is it important for the scientific information in this particular case to reach the population? Because it will change minds. If you show data, it will change minds. I promise you that. And how are you going to communicate this to a diverse audience? Because you're going to have members of the general public who have a third grade education, and some who are college educated, and some who are experts, and some who don't really care, who all they care about is development and properties. So you're going to have a very diverse audience there, and you got to figure out how to phrase whatever it is that you're going to say to this diverse audience. Now, let me explain one thing that you have to do. If you are presenting information, if you are a citizen scientist and you are presenting information to a group, the most important thing for you to do is to show them why they should care about this. Because if they don't care about it, if it's only going to cost them money, they are going to tune you right out. So show them why they should care about this. And that's one way to communicate with a diverse audience. Put something horrible up there on the screen. If you're talking about plastic pollution, show some of those floating plastic beds that are out there in the ocean where they're just acres and acres and acres of plastic that are floating around, right? Yeah, something like that. All right, then you're going to summarize a key point from a credible source. So it's a bit of data that you're going to use. Summarize that key point and figure out a way to explain it in an understandable manner. That is so important. Oh my goodness. Because if you're a citizen scientist, you're taking the science and making it understandable to everybody else. Very important. Scientists should know how to do this too. And we tried really hard. Explain how citizen science can lead to actionable steps toward a better future. Right? Isn't that the point of it? To change things so that we all can live in a better environment, in a better world? That's the whole point of citizen science. So that is your 6-2 short paper, which doesn't have anything to do with the project that you're working on right now. And then finally, I have my tips and tricks of the week, of course. Plan your work each week. I know I do. I say, okay, I've got these things going on this week, and so I have time on Monday for grading, and Tuesday for more grading, and Thursday finish up the grading, right? Always Sundays are making these videos. Plan your work week each week. Build in extra time. Boy, was that apparent to me yesterday. So I have had an ear infection for like 3 weeks now. And finally on Friday, I went to the doctor and got an antibiotic. I can't take amoxicillin, so, because I'm allergic. So anyway, I got this antibiotic and I took some yesterday. And I had to lay on my bed in the dark with my eyes closed as still as possible so that I would not throw up. And this was hours of doing this. Yeah. And I was planning on finishing my grading yesterday. That did not work out because I couldn't even sit up. I was just about to throw up for hours because of that antibiotic. So anyway, I had extra time built in on Sunday afternoon to finish up that grading. Build in the extra time just in case. And still things are going to happen, still things are going to happen. If they do, all you need to do is let me know. Let your instructor know. I'll give you the extra time. I know that stuff happens in your life. Stuff happens in my life. So I can certainly understand that. So just let me know if you need some extra time. With that being said, if you need anything this week, Dr. Janie Sigmon, m.sigmon@snhu.edu. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to teach you. So if you need anything, please let me know. If you're interested in a topic that I may know something about, or you want more information about something, please let me know. I love delving into new issues, new topics, new problems out there in the world. So just let me know. Here's my email right there, m.sigmon@snhu.edu. Please let me know if you need anything. With that being said, I hope that you have a wonderful week number 6.